It's 12 days left until launch day, so I hope you enjoy that little addition that we've made. Oh gosh guys, you would think that I would have learnt by now. Found that it's really like triggered my carpal tunnel. Now I can finally mass produce it. Hi there and welcome back to another studio vlog. Oh gosh, I feel like it's been so long since I've said that. If I recall correctly, it's been just over a year since I've uploaded a proper vlog and I've really missed you all. So much has happened in the past year, both good and bad. And I feel like out of all of the years of being in business, this last year has tested my limits for sure. So I am so grateful to still be here. There's a lot to do today, so I won't get into too much detail now. Maybe I'll provide an update later if I have some time. So today is currently Saturday, the 10th of August, 2024. And that means our 2025 collection is just around the corner. I don't usually come in on Saturdays, but with there being so much to do in the lead up to our biggest launch of the year, I figured that it would be a good idea to come in, get a head start on some work, and since there's no one else here, I can also vlog today as well. So it's 12 days left until launch day and I have a few things that I need to check off my to-do list that I wrote down. So the first thing I need to do is design the 2025 collection launch day freebies. And typically in the past I've given out freebies that have been existing products in the store, but this year I wanted to be a little bit different and design some 2025 specific freebies. And I was thinking about adding these up as a freebie printable later, so who knows. So let me know at the end of this video if you want to see the freebies come out as printables. Okay, so here are the ideas that I have for the launch day freebies. So I am planning on giving out 3 types of freebies depending on order spend. So the more you spend, the more freebies you'll be getting. The first freebie that I want to give out is a resize of a 2025 dashboard that I've designed, and I thought it would be cute to do a mini version of that. The second item that I want to design is a 2025 year at a glance vellum, and I was thinking of doing something that was approximately A6 in size, probably A6, we'll see, but I thought it would be a functional and also a very cute freebie to give out. And the last thing that I want to give out as a freebie are our 2025 monthly calendar cards. These have already been designed and made by past May, which is amazing, so I don't have to worry about making those. But these are the 3 freebies that I was thinking of giving out. Okay, so the lighting is a little insane at the moment. I figured it would be easier to show you guys the dashboard so you can see what the freebies are going to be. All of the dashboards are here because I was taking photos of them the other day. So the first freebie that I wanted to resize is the 2025 Trust the Seeds You Are Planting dashboard. So this one is going to be printed on our linen cardstock since it was so popular with the self-care dashboard that we did a couple of months ago. This one is a double-sided dashboard and it's colored as well. So this is what the front looks like, and we have a little passage at the back here. The second dashboard that we are going to be releasing is in our regular vellum, and this is just an updated version of the dashboards that we've released in the past for 2025. So this is the 2025 version. The other dashboard that we will be releasing is the 2025 year at a glance. So in previous years we've released the 2025 year at a glance dashboards in milk vellum, which we normally outsource to a local printer since we aren't able to print on that type of material in-house. But the issue with that is that typically we have to order minimum quantities to make the price viable for us to make a profit on that. Now, there are some sizes in our store that aren't as popular as other sizes, and from the top of my head, I feel like the least popular size is the A6 size. So what happens every single year is we always end up with overstock of the year at a glance milk vellum, and they are not cheap to print. So as the year is coming to an end and they are expiring, what we typically do is try to give them out as freebies in orders, but sometimes there aren't enough A6 orders to be able to give them all out for free. So unfortunately, sometimes we end up having to bin them once too much of the year has gone past. So to try to reduce the amount of wastage that we have going forward, I've decided to print the 2025 year at a glances in our regular vellum in-house. So that's one of the changes that we're going to be having this year. So with that being said, the second freebie that I want to give out is a reduced size of this and probably reformatted and redesigned slightly to make it a little bit more aesthetic. So yeah, that is our third dashboard that we're going to be offering. And the final dashboard that we're going to be offering is this 2025 dashboard. This one is also in our regular vellum stock. I thought I'd show you the third freebie that we're going to be offering, which is, oh, we got an order. Which is the set of 2024 monthly planner cards. This one is a little bit special compared to our previous years because it has a slightly raised glossy surface on the months. So I hope you enjoy that little addition that we've made. And yeah, that's our third freebie that we'll be giving out for launch day. Okay, so now that I've showed you the dashboards, I am going to get started with resizing the dashboard. Okay, so I've just finished resizing. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the resized freebie card. So what I'm going to do now is do a test print on regular paper, and if everything looks okay, I'm going to go ahead and try a test print on the linen cardstocks to see what it looks like. And the reason why I do that is because regular paper is a lot cheaper than the linen cardstock. So if anything goes wrong, I can always just fix it and then reprint it on the regular paper, and yeah, not have to worry about wasting expensive cardstock. Okay, so now that I have printed and cut the proof, I have a couple of opinions and changes that I want to make. So I feel like it's a little bit too small, so I'm going to increase it by 1 centimeter on both sides just to make it a little bit bigger. The other thing that I noticed was the text obviously didn't scale very nicely down to a smaller size. It's barely legible, so I'm thinking of getting rid of that completely and seeing how that looks. So let's go ahead and resize, remove the small text there, and see what it looks like. Okay, so here is the second iteration, and I am so much happier with this second version. It's a little bit bigger. I removed the text, so there's nothing that is illegible, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can print this on the linen cardstock to see what it looks like. Here's a good dog. Here's a good dog. Okay, so this is how it turned out when I printed out multiple on one A4 sheet, and it actually worked out really well resizing everything to 7 centimeters because an A4 sheet is exactly 210 millimeters high. So if we divide that by 3, that's 70 millimeters each, or 7 centimeters, which means that I don't have to use crop marks. The only thing is though that there's a little bit of a gap at the edges, but I reckon if I cut it directly halfway and then go 7 centimeters outwards, I can get it perfect. Fingers crossed. But typically I print everything with crop marks so that it's easier to cut, but in this case it kind of worked out that I didn't need crop marks. So this is what it looks like cut. We basically ended up with no scrap. So typically when I make journaling cards, I always end up with lots of offcuts, but that was the amount of waste that we ended up with this size. So I reckon in the future I should do like 7 centimeter journaling cards just to minimize waste. And it was so easy to cut as well. So now that we have the samples made, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, let's go ahead and bulk print them and cut them so that we have them ready for launch day. Oh my gosh guys, you would think that I would have learnt by now. I forgot to switch the paper tray to the linen tray. So with the print settings, every single time I want to print, I have to manually set the tray that it's coming out of, otherwise it will come out of the A4 tray by default. I really don't want these to go to waste, but I also feel like because it's not on the linen cardstock, I don't want to give them away as launch day freebies. So if you have any ideas of what I should do with these, I'm definitely going to cut them out and give them away. If you have any ideas of what I should do with these, leave me a comment down below. I honestly would love to hear any suggestions that you might have. Now that we've finally printed it onto the linen cardstock, I'm going to cut it on the industrial guillotine because I really don't want to cut these one at a time on my paper trimmer. What I've gone ahead and done is put the paper versions underneath so that it protects the linen paper. I might even put some on top as well to protect the top sheets. That way I can cut them all at the same time and it will save me some time. Here is the paper version, and you can see there that I accidentally made a lot. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions on what I could do with these. Maybe put them in de-stash orders. I'm not sure, but for now we have the linen version, and I reckon it'd be kind of cute if we rounded the corners on this. So let's go ahead and try that out. Okay, so this is my corner rounder that I got a couple of weeks ago and I am so obsessed with it. I've always wanted one after seeing so many people have them in their own studio vlogs. My only issue is that it is such a labor intensive process. What you have to do is align the corner that you want to punch against these two stoppers and then pull down on this lever to punch it. Now it's not super bad. Okay, that's pretty tough. Because you have to do that, I found that it's really like triggered my carpal tunnel that I've developed over the years of running my planner store, which has been caused by repetitive motions from punching, etc. So in the future, if I find I'm using this a lot, I think one of the things I want to do is invest in an electric version of this, and I feel like it would save my hand so much, because what I've learned over the years is that as a business owner, it's so important to take care of your health, especially your physical health, something that I am still trying to work on. So I think that by investing in an electric version of this, it's going to be way more ergonomical and I'm not going to be triggering my carpal tunnel, because I can really feel it every time I pull down that lever. But for now, we are going to be using this manual version because it's what we have, and that's totally okay, because I wanted to see whether it was something that I was going to use before investing into a more expensive but ergonomical version. I just remembered another issue that I have with this machine. It doesn't have a paper tray to catch all of the little paper confetti offcuts that come off when you round the corners, which really frustrates me because it means that the cleanup is really hard. There's just like stuff everywhere. So I already have like a lot of paper confetti from the punching of the papers, so I mean, I guess it's not too bad to clean up, but yeah, a little bit annoying. But having said that, I am so obsessed with how these turned out. Okay, so now that we have successfully designed, printed, cut, and corner rounded our freebie cards, which can I just say I'm so obsessed with, we can now tick that freebie card off the to-do list. So how are we doing for time? It's currently 12:30 p.m, which means that we have a good solid couple of hours left before I leave for the day. I think we're doing really well on time, a lot better than I had anticipated actually. So I guess the next thing to do is to design the second freebie, which is going to be the A6 Year at a Glance on Vellum. So let's jump onto the computer and design that together. What we've ended up with for the second 2025 launch day freebie, and I think I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let's go and print this on paper to see what it looks like first. The test copy just got printed out and I think I'm really happy with how it has turned out. So let me just quickly check the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, I think everything's good, and now I'm gonna go ahead and print it on vellum, and if everything's all good to go, I can go ahead and do a bulk print of them. This is what the finished product is going to look like. I think it's super cute and layers over so nicely. This would be great to tip into your journal. I reckon that's what I'm going to use it for. It's stunning. So I'm really happy that I decided to go with the vellum for the second freebie. Now I can finally mass produce them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Finished bulk printing the A6 freebie vellums. I ended up doing a smaller stack compared to the mini journaling cards that I made earlier because I'm planning on doing tiered freebies, so less people will be getting the Year at a Glance vellum compared to the freebie mini card. So I guess we'll see how long this lasts, and of course if we need to make more, we can always make more, which is the beauty of making things in-house. There's less wastage, and I love that. So yeah, those are the freebies that we made today. That's actually everything that I wanted to get done today. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me in today's vlog and making and designing the freebies for the launch. So again, in case you missed out, our launch is going to be happening on the 22nd of August at 10 AM Australian Standard Time, and we're going to be launching our entire 2025 collection on that day on our website. And as a part of the launch day event, we'll be giving away freebies. If we do end up having extra freebies, we might extend that to the following days until they run out. But yeah, this is just a little gift to say thank you for your support on launch day. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me and making the freebies together. That's it for today's vlog. Nina's just woken up, so I think I'm gonna take a break and take her for a walk. If you enjoyed today's vlog, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel for more future content like this. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!